In the beginning, before temples and priesthoods, before any written word, God was love and mercy. He created humanity in his image, to walk with him, to love and be loved, to know peace. But mankind turned away from him and went after their own ways. It fell not just into sin, but into fear, and fear opened the door to sacrifice. Not self-sacrifice, but selfish sacrifice. A twisted offering, blood, animals, even children, all given out of terror, not trust. The gods they worshipped demanded pain, and Satan, the god of that world, received it. So when God entered that world, he came to rescue, not to affirm. He met them where they were, in their rebellion, in their broken systems. And through the law, he began to teach a higher truth. He never wanted the blood, he wanted their hearts, but their hearts were calloused. So he used what they understood, until he could show them what he meant all along. The law was never the goal. It was a tutor, a shadow. And Christ, he was not merely a fulfillment of law, he was the manifestation of the law himself. He walked among them, not demanding sacrifice, but giving it, not calling down fire, but raising the dead, not condemning sinners, but forgiving them. He taught mercy, he lived mercy, he was mercy. And then, in an act of perfect selfless love, he laid down his life, not as a victim, but as a victor. The cross wasn't the satisfaction of an angry God. It was the exposure of a selfish world. It was the victory of mercy over sacrifice, love over law. And then he rose, and he came again, just as he said he would, not to repeat the old covenant, but to complete it. At his second coming, those in Christ were resurrected to life. The rest of the nations watched, not in ignorant rebellion, but in awareness. For now, humanity became subject to the law of God written on their hearts. They saw the ones who had hoped in Christ receive life. They saw the mercy of God unveiled before them, and in their anguish and awe they recognized him, love, hope, faith, and mercy. They mourned, not because of wrath, but because of revelation, because they had crucified mercy, and mercy rose. Christ was and is the glory of God, the treasure of heaven, the core of who God is, and through him the world knew God. And now we bow, all of us, whether religious or atheist, whether aware or unaware, the conscience bears witness. The law is in our hearts. Mercy is no longer a command, it is a presence. And we bow, not to fear, but to mercy. Mercy, because the door is open, because of Christ, who came, who died, who rose, and who came again. We are invited to enter into God's eternal kingdom, not through religion, not by blood of bulls or our own striving, but by simply turning around, like the prodigal son. Our Father, our Creator, runs to us the moment we turn. He meets us, not with judgment, but with embrace. He extends to us the same mercy that was once manifested in the Christ, at his first coming, and in the glory of his second. He meets us in love and he welcomes us home, because he desires mercy and he received the desire of his heart.